Cycling around town. This is Gary at Gary's Resolve. I'm going to share with you some of my ideas that I'm using right now to use my bike full time for short runs to and from the store. And in addition to my riding on trails, riding on the street, just getting around in general to go visit to friends and things, actually taking the place of my car in a lot of instances. Some of the advantages of that. I think you'll find it interesting. I'm using cycling as my primary means of transportation. If you've recently ditched your 9 to 5 job for a slower, quieter way of life, you might look for ways to both save money and keep active if you thought about leaving the car at home and swapping four wheels for two. Is it even possible to use a bicycle as your primary go-to means of transportation? If you're retired like me, you probably found a lot of new time on your hands. Some of us pick up old hobbies like gardening, cooking, or card games. Some of us become perpetual babysitters, and others just become extra familiar with the couch. But for me, I dusted off the old road bike and took up cycling again. I noticed that my speed and strength was not at all improving. I'm 77 years old and still overtaking guys one-third my age. I also realized that my bicycle wasn't just great for exercise. I could get all around almost as quickly and easily as if I were driving without looking for parking all the time. I was attempting to use the bike for all those brief trips I would normally drive. So it's using a bicycle as your primary means of transportation, something we all can do. And what are the pros and cons? Number one, location. Location. Where you live and the conditions outside are going to matter. If you're planning on becoming a full-time cyclist, because your house sits perched on the top of a hill, pedaling up and down each day is going to get really tough, really fast. And the weather can also play an important part. There's the reason. There's no such thing as snow cycling at the Winter Olympics. You might need to load up with waterproofing and insulated clothing in frigid temperatures. You also have to keep in mind how far your errands are from your house. Well, you may not have the stamina to pedal 5 miles uphill just to visit the post office. There are options available for people who have to cover long distances. Pedal assist. E-bikes have come a long way, and many have 100-mile ranges on a single charge. I've gone that direction, and it's really increased how often I can use my bike without killing my body, as some states require registration licensing for e-bikes over a particular amperage. But that's becoming fairly rare. Once you arrive at your destination, there's something else you're going to have to consider: where to park. Bike racks are often few and far between, but fortunately many cities have public bike racks in central parts of town most of the time. So knowing where they are early can save you a lot of time investing in good quality bike lock or chain that can't be cut or easily removed. If you're taking your bike down to the supermarket for a loaf of bread and a bottle of milk, you're also going to have a way to carry those items back with you safely and securely. Does your bike have a parcel tray, basket, storage compartments that can easily carry everything you need? Number two, money. Saving a dime is never a bad thing, especially when the average car in the United States cost owners $7,574 per year in oil and gas, maintenance, licenses, and insurance. On the flip side, bikes are powered only by you, and you can perform at home the little maintenance it does take with minimal costs. I'm not saying sell the car for renewable energy. It's always great to have it for emergencies, but using the bike for the majority of your trips will save you a lot of money in the long run. Number three, safety first. Safety has to be one of the more serious concerns when it comes to cycling on the road. Cars have airbags, engineering, and collapsible elements to protect you. When you have an accident on a bicycle, there's only a helmet and whatever you're wearing between you and the asphalt. Just make sure you're confident, cyclist, in all conditions that you're riding. If you've ever seen professional cyclists, you know there's no such thing as fashion sense. So don't worry about how you look, and if you need elbow and knee pads for safety, all the better. Number four, health matters. Although there are plenty of benefits of cycling for retirees, there is also a chance of minor accidents. First of all, cycling can affect your posture. As you lean over the bike, overuse injuries can also occur, especially in the knees and hips. However, cycling is non-weight bearing, so it is good if you have arthritis. But if you want to strengthen your bones, there are other activities that are more approved. Being outside means fresh air, sunlight, both of which are great for your health. The sun helps your body create vitamin D, which is involved in promoting stress relief, improving the function of your immune system, and strengthening your bones and muscles. Cycling also helps flush bacteria out from the lungs and airways, reducing the chances of catching the flu. You can also improve balance and reduce the risk of falling by cycling regularly. There has also been research done on connection between Alzheimer's disease and exercise. According to these studies, people who exercise regularly, especially those above the age of 50, can delay and even prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. That's about all the time we have in today's video. Using cycling as my primary means of transportation after retirement, I decided cycling full-time is worth it for me. If you feel the same way or have discovered any more benefits that work for you, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. And if you want more videos just like this, hit the subscribe and notification bell below, and you will be notified when I put out a new video. This has been Gary's Resolve.